The Senate has passed a critical amendment to the Impaired Driving Act that would spare permanent residents sentenced to less than 6 months from being deported. Bill C-46 intends to raise the maximum penalty for impaired driving in Canada from 5 to 10 years. As originally proposed, it would have automatically classified all DUI offences as serious criminality. That designation, under immigration law, would have resulted in the loss of permanent resident status even for a first-time offender who caused no bodily harm. Canada's Senate has decided that the serious criminality designation for impaired driving should not apply to permanent residents and foreign nationals sentenced to less than 6 months in jail. The amendment to the Impaired Driving Act spares permanent residents sentenced to less than 6 months from being deported. Toronto Star file photo. The Senate decided that the serious criminality designation for impaired driving should not apply to permanent residents and foreign nationals sentenced to less than 6 months in jail. Critics, including the Canadian Bar Association, had argued that the proposed legislation would have had a disproportionate impact on immigrant offenders who, unlike their Canadian peers, would be penalized by both the criminal and immigration systems. This would have affected foreign students, workers, visitors and permanent residents. Under the current immigration law, a permanent resident found guilty of any crime resulting in a sentence of more than 6 months faces deportation. The bill, as originally proposed, would have made an immigrant offender deportable regardless of the length of sentence. Article continued below. If any of these permanent residents break the law in terms of drunk driving, then they should pay the price, like any other Canadian, because we cannot afford to jeopardize the lives of innocent people on the streets, said Senator Rodney Hopkins, one of 47 senators who voted in majority for the amendment Tuesday evening. But I don't believe that permanent residents should bear an added punishment, not just another punishment, not just another fine, but a sledgehammer of a punishment of inadmissibility and deportation. This is exactly what Bill C-46 will do if we allow it to leave this chamber without this amendment. Immigrants who commit a serious crime should be deported, said Senator Mobina Jaffer, who introduced the amendment. Bill C-46 would have created a system that would make all impaired driving offenses not equal, she said. We are a country that gives people who make a mistake another chance, as long as it's not a serious offense, she added. The amended bill will be sent back to Parliament for a final vote before it becomes law.